Hello, everybody. Global Warming Skeptic here, and welcome to another episode of TYT Exposed. And we shall title this Ana Kasparian Cannot Stop Putting Her Foot in Her Own Mouth Every Time She Speaks. So, before we go over her comments here, let's go over some background on Ana Kasparian. Ana Kasparian is the same one that agreed with John Idirola about terrorism being no big deal, saying, quote, so what, to a terror attack on the United States. And then she personally went on to call gay marriage and female reproductive rights, quote, little social issues. And then you had the incident where Ana Kasparian stated that political speech should be punished if it is incorrect or if it is a lie, saying that there should be laws against particular kinds of political speech. Aside from that, though, let's hear what she has to say here.
For those who are high information voters, for those who actually pay attention, I just don't get how you could be open to dating someone who has a completely different political view than your own.
Politically different view than your own. So, let me explain what information is to Ana Kasparian and for anybody interested. When you're a high information person, what are you seeking? What does that imply? You want information, right? So, when you encounter somebody with different information than you, as a high information person, what should your reaction be? Should it be A, to gain information from that person as to why their opinion differs from your own, or B, just be turned off by the fact that this person disagrees? See, being high information doesn't mean being cocky, overconfident, arrogant about your opinion and thinking that you have all the information that you need and therefore you do not need this person's opinion. You are a seeker of information. And so Ana fits with the low information crowd because she does not seek information. So let's move on.
I can't do it. I know this probably makes me a bad person, and that's fine. You can judge me for it.
Wait a minute, what?
I know this probably makes me a bad person, and that's fine. You can judge me. Can't do it.
What?
I know this probably makes me a bad person, and that's fine. I can't do it. I know this probably makes me a bad person, and that's fine. You can judge me. I can't do it. I know this probably makes me a bad person, and that's fine. You can judge. I can't do it. I know this probably makes me a bad person, and that's fine.
Okay, now, this is the big thing here. We don't even need to listen to what comes after this because it's not so important. Think about this. Well, just put yourself in a broader context than that specific statement. And even that, the specific person in Ana Kasparian. Look at the broader context of the Young Turks or even the media in general. Now, what do the Young Turks do very often? They try to assert their moral authority on the issues. And their reasoning for example, supporting Bernie Sanders is because of that moral authority. The evil corporations, the evil Koch brothers, the top 1%. All of these are moral statements from the Young Turks. See, the Young Turks isn't just being neutral. They're coming from a point of morality. Now, whether you think that should or should not be the case, it's just the fact it is the case with them. They're coming from a point of morality. And Ana Kasparian is definitely second fiddle to Cenk Uygur in that. They go hand in hand and saying the same thing. She follows lockstep with him on this specific issue. Now, you have somebody asserting moral authority who does not mind one bit being a quote bad person. What does that tell you? It tells me one thing. I'll say that this person cannot make moral statements with accuracy. So the next time you hear Ana Kasparian talking about anything moral, about the little guy, about how bad the poor have it, just remember this. She has flat admitted to being a bad person to the point where you can judge her for it, and she's okay with it. To me, that speaks for selfishness. And just to end this video, let's hear what Ana thinks about Trump supporters.
You can judge me for it. I look down at people who vote for Trump. Right? As soon as someone tells me they're voting for Trump, I look down at you, and I wouldn't date you. I certainly wouldn't. I wouldn't fuck you, right?
Yep. The party of love, Bernie Sanders supporters. Great example, Ana. Very, very good example. I couldn't have put it better. Thanks for listening. God bless.